Hey everyone, welcome back. I wanted to touch on transposition. So basically, transposing a key that you're in and going into another key. This is an issue that's come up quite a bit and it keeps coming up with students of mine. And I just wanted to sort of touch on some of the simpler ways to do it, some of the quicker ways to do it. And there's one in particular that is really, really fast and it uses the circle of fifths. Now, I have this here. This card, which I use with my students. Okay, so on the one side, it's got the circle of fifths. On the other side, it's got the formulas. So the minor and major scale formulas and the minor and major key formulas. And basically, it's helped them a lot. Okay, so you basically take it, put it in front of you. You can make a small version of it. You can laminate it. You can put it on a coffee cup. I've got coffee cups actually with the circle of fifths on them. Okay, you can put it anywhere and it'll help in so many ways. It's just the best thing. Okay, so for transposing a song with the circle of fifths, it's super easy. Okay, so we know that, and I'm going to put it up here actually. I'll just leave this here. But we do know that, let's say we're in the key of G major. Okay, we know that in the key of G major, we've got 6 chords available to us, plus the diminished, of course, but 6 chords really that we're going to use to compose a song, to explore new ideas. Okay, we got 3 majors and 3 minors. And according to the circle of fifths, right at the top, right over here, okay, so we've got in the key of G, we've got G, okay, we've got C on its left, okay, and we've got D over here on this side, right? So there's the 3 majors. We're in the key of G, remember, okay, and we got the 3 minor underneath, okay? So this is extremely valuable. So we've got the A minor here. For the G, its relative minor is the E minor, and the D's relative minor is the B minor. So the A minor, E minor, B minor are all in the key of G, including the C and the D and the G. So you get these 6. It's a circle you could draw with your mind, okay? You don't even need to physically draw anything. You could just have this thing around you and you could just see it's these 6. Boom. Where am I? I'm in the key of C. I've got these 6. Okay? Where am I? I'm in the key of A. I've got these 6. It's just amazing that way, okay? And I've done a few videos already on that. But when it comes to transposing, we can use this to transpose a song, okay? It's just so simple, so easy. And I'll give you an example, okay? We'll stay in the key of G. A very simple chord progression, 3 chords, okay? D, C, and G. Okay? D, C, and G. You look at your circle of fifths, okay? And you look at the pattern on your circle of fifths, okay? You look at the pattern that we've just created here. What do we have? D, C, back to G. Okay, there's a pattern, right? Because it goes here, 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 over and over, here, here, and here. There's a pattern that's created there. So I want to go to the key of A, okay? I want to go to the key of A. Too easy. This is what happens, okay? You take that pattern and you move it wherever you want. You want to go to the key of A? No problem. Here we go. A. What was our pattern? We were in the key of G. We went D, one to the right of it. D, to the other side, C, to G. There's a pattern there that you can visualize it, okay? So we're in the key of A. Where are we going to go? E, D, A. Same pattern, right? E, D, A. E, D, A. In the key of G, it's D, C, G. D, C, G, right? In the key of A, it's E, D, A. E, D, A. Let's try that. Same pattern. Okay? Same pattern as this. Sorry, what was it again? Yeah. Same thing. DCG in the key of G is the same as in the key of A. Same thing, exactly the same thing. So that's a very easy, simple way to transpose a song with one of these babies. Now you can have this on your computer, you can have this on your, a mouse pad, you can print it on a mouse pad, you can laminate it, you can put it wherever you want, you can make it small, you can just have it around. It's useful in many ways, but this is one of the ways that you can use it to bounce around keys for whatever reason. You're maybe writing a song and you're not comfortable, you're trying to work out melodic ideas and it's way outside of your range, either too low or too high, and you just want to move it around, and you just move it. Just like that, just transpose it quickly instead of, trying to figure it out and, trying to work, all kinds of mental gymnastics to work out the key, a different key. Okay, so very valuable, very useful, very easy. You want to change a key, boom, figure out the pattern. And some patterns are going to be more complex than others. It could work for any kind of chord progression. If you have a more complicated chord progression, doesn't matter what it is. The pattern will be probably a little more difficult to sort of remember and figure out, but it doesn't take long. 5 seconds, I would say it takes for the average person, okay? Because even if you take a progression, let's take another one. Let's go to the key of C major. A minor. E minor. And G major. Okay? We look at our circle of fifths, okay? We look at the pattern that we created here. We're in the key of C major, right there, C major, okay? Sorry, I'm doing this upside down, but okay. C major, right? We're going down to A minor, E minor, G, right? That's the pattern. Check it out. It's a pattern, okay? And back there, right? It's a pattern. So C, A minor, E minor, G. Now you can take that pattern and you can move it wherever you want. It doesn't really matter. It's a little more complicated than our previous one, but it doesn't matter. It could be 5 chords, it could be all 6 chords. Okay, it's just going to take a little while longer. Instead of 2 seconds, it's going to take 5 seconds, or it's going to take 10 seconds. But it's really fast because this is all done visually, right? So we've got this pattern, yeah? Like a box, really. It's a box. Where do you want to take it? Let's take it to D, okay? Let's create the same box in D. We're going to go D, B minor, across to F sharp minor, and over to A major, right? This box right here. Right here, okay? So let's try that. Let's see how it works. We went from C, this box, to this box, okay? Sorry, is that it? Yeah, D. Okay, I can't see it. All right, let's try it. Okay, let's go. So we went, this is our original. E minor. And G. Okay, let's check out D now. B minor. F sharp minor. A major. It's the same exact chord progression. It's following the same pattern exactly. And now I'd like to talk about another reason for transposing besides just changing the key because the singer can't reach a particular note, okay? Or it's too low or it's too high. Keep in mind, some songs don't have singers, don't have vocals at all. Okay, they're instrumentals, and yet you're going to find them in all kinds of different keys And the reason for that is because of the sound, because of the feel that you're going to get in a particular key with the exact same chord progression. Okay, so here we have the same pattern, same chord progression, but a different feel in the movement when you through this chord progression. Okay, you're going to get a different flavor of the same chord progression. Let's check it out. So that we're in D, right? That's it. Feel it, okay? And now feel the original chord progression in C. Let's check it out. Climatize to this one. It's different. I'm even feeling like I'm playing it different. And I can do more there, yeah? Because these open chords are a lot more flexible. I can add more nuance to them. Whereas here, different. Excuse me. So that's another reason to use this trick to move around, and you can experiment with different keys and see which one sounds better, especially when vocals are not an issue. If you're writing an instrumental piece, if it's there's no vocals, there's no this issue of what key to be in, if it's a female or a male or whatever, and it's just instrumental, you really should explore different keys for your piece, because it's going to have a different flavor and a different feeling depending on the key that you're in. It's pretty cool. But this is invaluable. This is really, really useful for many other reasons as well, but we covered transposition on this one, but very useful. You figure out the pattern and you move that pattern wherever you want. It doesn't matter, okay? And in the back here, of course, it's always good to have these formulas as well handy. Doesn't hurt to understand why this is the way that it is, okay? It's following these formulas here, for a major and minor scale, and key formulas as well, the chords that are involved in each key. So very useful. I give it to all my students, when we do our workshops. We do local workshops over here, which are amazing, and I give everyone one of these, okay? It helps a lot. Even if you're experienced, even if you've been around and you know all about this, it's great to have. It's a good reminder. Most people don't really use it enough. It's a really great tool. So we'll leave it at that, guys. I hope that helped. I hope that sort of cleared up a few things about transposing. I get it a lot. I get this question a lot. How do I move a key and my singer can't do this, and how do I do that? And it's just this whole convoluted thing. They get on Google and they get on, all these roundabout ways to figure out, how to change a key. And sometimes you want to change it on the fly. Sometimes you want to change it quick. You want to try different keys. You got a singer right next to you. You want to try this. You want to try that. Well, you got this in front of you. Okay, you just figure out the pattern, boom, boom. Oh, that's too high. Let's move it over. Quickly figure out, what the new pattern is for whatever key you're in. Whatever your chord progression is. It's a great tool. It's a great way to do it. So I hope that helped you guys. Until next time, take care.